This is Zen Kishimoto with Network.tv. I'm here in the second day of the Cloud Connect 2012 in Santa Clara, California. With me today is the VP Marketing Steve Crawford, talking about his interesting company. Hey Steve, thank you for joining.
Well, Zen, thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
Well, the Jamcracker is a very interesting name, but we are having a little hard time to understand what you guys actually do. Can you describe it, an overview of what you guys do?
Sure. So Jamcracker is a cloud services brokerage enabler. Now, what that means is that we enable different types of organizations to aggregate the delivery and selling, settlement, user management for lots of different cloud services, whether they're running in their own data centers or whether they're sourcing these services from external cloud providers.
So this is the area which is really expanding rapidly, I think. It would be nice to be able to sort of get some picture. Can you draw something on the picture?
So there are many different cloud services, right, from many different providers. And this includes SaaS providers, software as a service, platform as a service providers, and also infrastructure as a service providers, right? And so there are many clouds out there, from all these different providers. And what a cloud services brokerage does is they aggregate, connect all of these different cloud services together so that their users, if they're an IT organization or if they're a service provider, their end customers, have a single catalog where they can come in and they can purchase lots of different cloud services. So rather than these users having to go directly, and talk to each of the cloud providers and have to have their own billing relationships and support relationships and have different logins for the users for each of the cloud services, instead, they can just come through a single portal to pick the cloud services that they want to purchase, to manage their users, to have a single point of sign-on for security purposes, have a single bill, and a single throat to choke in terms of all their support needs for all the different cloud services. Now, in an enterprise model, an enterprise IT organization can be a cloud services brokerage. Now, in their case, these will be their internal end users, the different lines of businesses, and these will be the different cloud providers that they work with externally. But they may have their own internal private clouds, running on VMware or Zen or some other hypervisor. So they can not only aggregate the delivery of the external cloud services, they can also provide a self-service fulfillment portal for their own internal private clouds. So really what happens is that the IT departments within large enterprises can now become service providers to provide the best service for their users, whether it's an external cloud or an internal cloud. The deployment model can be very flexible depending on the needs of our customers. So if they want to have it running in their own data center, we can do that. In other cases, sometimes you have organizations that say, okay, I don't want to host the platform myself, I want you to do it for me, but I want everything under my own brand, right? I don't want to see powered by Jamcracker, I just want to see my own brand. But I don't want to do the heavy lifting on the hosting and management, so we support that model as well.
From a marketing adoption point of view, what kind of companies want to use this at this very minute? I mean, it might be everybody a long time in the future, but who's actually trying to use your service now?
Sure. So we have 4 different market segments that we sell into. The largest segment by far are service providers. So these could be telcos that sell internet, broadband, and phone services today to their business customers. And what we do is we enable them to start selling cloud services. So it's great from a retention standpoint, it's great from a stickiness and profitability standpoint, and it helps them differentiate their core services. So that's one segment. Another segment is enterprise IT organizations. So large, multinational companies, big enterprise IT departments, where they want to consolidate the delivery management of all cloud services within their companies. Number 3 are distributors. So we have a lot of large distributors that use our platform to enable their VARs and their managed services providers to come to them to get all of their cloud services needs for their end customers. And then finally, we have ISVs who want to set up their own app exchanges, if you will, and they use our platform to set up their own marketplaces.
Thank you very much. This was Zen Kishimoto. Be sure to tune in, nethawk.tv.